Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mr. Raider with the ASVAB practice. Subscribe if you want to do a couple problems every time I post. We do one from math knowledge and one from arithmetic reasoning. Let's get started. Okay. Remember, the best thing to do if you want to do it on your own, I recommend screenshot it, pause the video. I'm going to start now. Two trains leave at the same station at the same time, traveling in opposite directions. One train, let's highlight that. One train travels this much per hour, and then the other train travels this much per hour. Okay, I know I'm highlight happy right now. How many hours will it take for them to be this much apart? Okay. The big thing about this one is when it says opposite directions. I probably should have highlighted that too. So let's summarize the question. We got two trains. They're going in opposite directions. This could be train 1. This could be train 2. This train's going 65. Imagine you're going down the highway. This train's going 75. Cool. So that means, if you can imagine this, let's say they start to leave, right? So in 1 hour, how far away are they, right? So we can do that by just adding the two numbers. Because in 1 hour, this train goes 65. And then in the other hour, this train goes 75. So if we add those two numbers, we can see how far they are in 1 hour. So 75 plus 65. If we add that, that's 140. So in 1 hour, it's 140. Well, in 2 hours, it's going to be double that, right? So basically, how many hours until we're at 420? That's the question. So if we keep adding it by itself, or timesing it by 2 or 3, we'll just keep it to adding. So in 2 hours, it's 280. So that's 2 hours. And if we add another 140, that'll give us 3 hours. Boom. Ooh, there it is. And that's 3 hours. We got the answer. That's probably the easiest way to do that problem. A textbook would give you a bunch of like math that you might not understand. The way I did it's probably the easiest. Just make sure you understand everything that's going on. All right, cool. Next question. Okay. Take a picture, do it yourself. Watch it when you're ready. Math knowledge. The circle shown below has a radius r of 7 inches. Okay, they were nice to us. They didn't have to say all that. We need to know that's the radius even if they don't tell us. So if you see that, you know that's the radius. What is the approximate circumference of the circle? Use pi equals 22 over 7. I'm not too crazy about that, because if you look at your answers, they're kind of far apart. That's also a very good thing to notice. If they're far apart, we could definitely just use 3 for pi. Okay? So, circumference. Anybody know what that formula is? Circumference equals 2 times pi times r. Well, r stands for radius. We have that. That's 7. And pi, we just said, is 3. So this is all multiplication. So we got c equals 2 times 3 times the radius, which is 7. Multiply all that together. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. All right, and then I would pick the answer that's closest to 42. And who would that be? 44. Now, why is it 44 and not 42? Because pi is really a little bit more than 3. So that kind of makes sense, right? So pi is really 3.14, which would make this a little bit bigger. So let's say there was a choice that was, let's say B said 41. You know that'd be wrong because we know it's going to be a little bit more than 42. Understood? Okay. That was pretty cool. We got, knowing what circumference is pretty important. Circumference is like the perimeter of the circle. So imagine if we added up the side of the circle, which is a curve. It would be about 42 inches. Or, in the answer's case, 44 inches. And that's it. I hope that helped. Please subscribe. I'm going to post videos probably like once a week. I'll try to, but let me know what you think in the comments. And then I'm going to try to get this stopped. See you guys.